In this video, we will be diving into the ancient seas to time travel to the period of the Megalodon.
The Megalodon was a 60 to 70-foot long shark that weighed 50 to 70 tons.
Its fin was the size of a boat, and one tooth could be up to 7 inches long. Luckily for us, the Megalodon went extinct 3.5 million years ago, by the end of the Pliocene era. It could live up to 38 years.
Fun fact, sharks have been here longer than trees. But the real question is, why did the Megalodon go extinct?
It's thought that the Megalodon went extinct due to global warming and a lack of food. As the ocean began to grow colder, the Megalodon could not regulate to the water temperature. Neither could the Megalodon's prey, as many marine mammals and fish couldn't survive in cold waters.
The Megalodon ate at least 2,500 pounds of food per day.
Now that you know a little bit about the Megalodon, let's look into the evolutionary timeline.
We will be looking at the evolutionary path all the way from the Megalodon ancestors.
It all began with a small prehistoric fish from 430 million years ago called the Ecodothan.
Then, for 380 to 28 million years ago, many varieties of sharks surfaced, including the Cladocelch, Cretoxyrina, Otodus obliquus, and the earliest cousin of the Megalodon, the Otodus cutensis.
Well, finally, after 430 million years of shark evolution, we come to the largest shark this world has ever seen, the Megalodon. The fossil teeth of Megalodon are very similar in overall form to those of the living white shark. Many people, professional paleontologists and amateur fossil collectors alike, have long assumed the similarity indicates a close evolutionary relationship between these two species. Researchers then found that sharks could become giants by following one of two possible evolutionary pathways. The mesothermic pathway, which consists of evolving the ability to self-control the temperature of their most important organs, or the filter feeding pathway, which consists of evolving the ability to feed on microscopic plankton.
Well, anyways, enough about family trees. What did the Megalodon eat and how did it hunt?
The Megalodon diet consists of whales, dolphins, seals, large fish, and possibly other sharks. Its mouth was so large that it could swallow two adults standing side by side. The Megalodon used the same stealthy hunting techniques that great sharks use today. They stalk their prey from deeper waters, then swim at full speed to deliver a massive bite. For being the largest and scariest top predator, it did have a nemesis.
The Leviathan, whales and sharks are competitors and enemies in the present, and that it's nothing new, but the Leviathan and the Megalodon have the biggest rivalry of them all. The Leviathan was estimated at 100,000 pounds and reached up to 57 feet in length, while Megalodon had the strongest bite force of its nemesis. The Leviathan had higher intelligence. Leviathan had the same hunting strategies as the now modern orcas. They would flip the Megalodon around and attack.
What were some adaptations that the Megalodon had to defeat this opponent?
The Megalodon had sharp teeth that would tear their food very quickly, and they also had a strong body and muscles that helped them fight off their predators. The Megalodon had one of the strongest bite forces to ever exist, up to 18 metric tons.
The Megalodon played a significant role in the economy of the time. This apex predator stabilized and reduced the population of their prey. Without this important role, it had harsh consequences to the ecosystem, like a large impact on global nutrient transfer and trophic food web. At the time where the Megalodon went extinct, it created an unbalanced ecosystem.
Well, how did the Megalodon reproduce?
Megalodon was a lamiform shark. Like today's great white and mako sharks, as Smithsonian magazine reports, instead of simply laying eggs, as most fish do, lamiform sharks' eggs hatched inside the mother's body, and the young sharks remain there until they're large enough to survive on their own. Just like modern great white sharks, Megalodon babies spent their beginning of their lives in nursing areas. They were usually located in shallow coastal areas.
Did the megalodon migrate, or did they have different types of megalodon?
It is believed that different populations of megalodons around the globe had different body size and behaviors due to different ecological pressures. The megalodon lived in most regions of the ocean except near the poles. While juveniles kept ashore, adults preferred coastal areas but could move to the open ocean. The most northern fossils are found off the coast of Denmark and the most southern in New Zealand.
The megalodon it's an example of a shark that couldn't adapt to its changing environment. Unlike people, animals can always move to a new location or find a new food source when their habitat changes. Megalodons were adapted to warmer waters and needed lots of enormous marine mammals to feed on.
And that's the end of the video. Let's take a moment to be thankful that humans were not around when the 7-ton shark ruled the seas. Bye!